off we go on EA Sports.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back 22 is connected. Reload. Back 22.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Brady. The left side completion to Jones.
Brady's pass.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Ronald Jones.
And he stopped immediately there.
Taken down.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 28. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
First down, Buccaneers.
On 1st down, Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A 6-yard.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He was brought down by Akeem Hicks.
They run the option on second down.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Minshew, 1st and 10. It'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Minshew. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jones. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Buccaneers nothing.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
1st down, a run with Cohen. They find some open field here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Buccaneers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
22 is coming, 22 is coming. 50. Pick it up, defense, let's go.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Bradley
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bears take over
at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
tackled by...
Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Cohen, and some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Minshew, sliding out of the pocket. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Kill.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Roosevelt Nix, his first touchdown on the year. And now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
22 is coming. 22 is coming. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go. That's 22. That's 22. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. We need 3 men now. 22 is coming. 22. 72.
From the 27, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Brady. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
The 11-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
19-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
From the gun, Brady. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now Brady, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
For Rob Gronkowski, incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll turn their power game to try to get in. And they'll get it down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Roosevelt Nix with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Bears 29, Buccaneers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady caught on the right side by Jones.
Brady's pass.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Ronald Jones.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. This is Jones. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 30-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Check three.
throwing is Brady on third down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete.
Brady's pass.
Brady to Gronk, a familiar ring to that one, and it's a Buccaneers first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll go again to Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Jones again, the ball carrier.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. From the gun, Brady. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's going to loft one deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. On second down, here's the option. A quick throw by Brady, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards. And throwing on first down is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Off play action, it's Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Carlton Davis picks it. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. So after the INT, it's Brady. And that's off the mark, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Brady's pass complete.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
9-yard line.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Record. Like 22, Mike 22. Check it. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Like 22, Mike 22. Watch the slant. Cover.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
And goal.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Minshew sets to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On the set. 49. Hey, Delta. Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And left side here, it's Graham. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Bears 43, Buccaneers 13. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now an option play on 2nd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Gronkowski, a gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Check. Motion out of backfield.
Shotgun now for Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
Brady's pass.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Big just one. That's 22.
On 2nd and 12, Brady will drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
4th down.
He's not going to get me. Hey, look, 3. What's going on? No, 66. 22 is coming. 22 is coming.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 13. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Bolt 66. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 58, boys. 58. 58. Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. A gain there of 21 yards.
Tampa Bay.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, watch hands. Check it. 58's Mike, 58. 58's Mike.
On first down, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little.